Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today taking flight in the Airbus A320neo in Austrian colours on a flight from here in Prague to Vienna. It's about an hour or so flight time today, not super long. Weather-wise, got fantastic weather, clear skies all around, so that should be pretty good for us. Temperature getting quite warm, and here at Prague, getting very busy indeed. So this is the ORBX Prague that released yesterday, not yesterday, the day before. And, well, I'll say, if you look around, it's getting quite busy. Got traffic tests runway, got a few aircraft that stands on the other side of us here. Getting quite busy in the old Prague, so potentially a bit of ATC for us to look into as well. But like I said, today's flight, flying the A320neo in Austrian colours on the flights from Prague to Vienna. So flight time about 1 hour today, which isn't too bad. Jump into cockpit, set the aircraft up, start the batteries, external power comes on, 3 ADAs to nav. Going to arm the emergency lights, nav lights on, strobe automatic, no smoking on, and crew oxygen supply on. Going to start up the tablets. I like the Austrian cup as well, very nice. Head down to the FMS and let us start with the aircraft setup. So, our departure date is Lima Kilo Papa Romeo. Our arrival is at Lima Oscar Whiskey Whiskey. Yes, we're in a Chelsea shirt today. We had a very good win yesterday, so I can't deny that. Flight number today is Oscar Sierra 706, I believe it is. Just gone for that. Yes, OS 706. We're on the RS. Yeah, confirmed. Please. There we go. Took a second to get it going there. Cost next today, going up from the flight plan. Cost next is going to be 23. We have a cruising altitude of. I'm gonna ignore that. According to SimBrief, our cruising altitude is 9,000 feet today. I don't think our flight's gonna be quite that low. Give me 2 seconds just to redo our cruising altitude, because there's no way we're cruising at a level of flipping 9,000 feet. OS 706. Go to FPL IVAO Aero. Right, our cruising altitude instead is going to be. Gee, really? Oh, there you go, 17,000. Perfect, so that'll do. I was looking through a lot. Look at the aircraft flight quite early. 10,000 feet, 9,000 cruise for a bit. No, 17,000 will be our cruise today. Let me just adjust that on your flight plan. So level 170. Save. On your flight plan, just strike that out, make it 170. Cool, so that's our new cruising altitude, level 170. Morgan, it's been a while, man. How you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chat. Hope you're keeping well, dude. Hope you're keeping well. How have you been these last couple of months? Import our flight from SimBrief. You find these at the same time as on stream. Very nice, Riley. Do enjoy flights. Right, start for fuel next. So 4269, let's say 4,300. Nice and simple fuel today, about half a minute to get it going. Do also the same for the aircraft's weight and balance and fuel. So ATSU, ASC menu, weather request, send. Go back a page, go to weight and balance. Just going to request it from SimBrief. Let's put the numbers up. So 124 passengers today will be a number today, 174. Start the boarding and just watch for the company message to receive. Hopefully it won't take too long. Nope, no tech stream today, Summit. I'm off to work after this, so only do one flight today. Only a short flight. As I say, I can really fit in before I go to work at 1. Print out the weather sheets. For that, second that. What I'm going to do is go over to the initialization. Next page, and we'll import our 04 center gravity. And our block fuel of, was it 4.3? Yes, 4.3. Yes, Thomas, the FlyByWire A320 is free. It is a free aircraft download. Definitely worth a look. Pilot Fisk, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, dude. Welcome back. Right, it's done that. Start boarding passengers, and then we'll start with the flight planning. So Prague to Vienna, OS 706. We can change that to 17,000 cruise. Flight time today, we'll say 40 minutes. Passenger departures at 12:05, so we've got another 27 minutes for departure. Nice and long one today. A320neo with 173 passengers on board. 179, sorry, 179 on board. There is there Wi-Fi on Austrian A320s? Austrian A320 Wi-Fi. The answer is yes, there is. So there is Wi-Fi, no entertainment. I don't know if I got boy music for Austrian. The answer is yes, I do. Or safe briefing for Austrian. Got snacks, no meal service, and with that, let's start boarding. It's only a short little flight, but if we can get the meal service in there during that time, but we'll see. Right, let's start with the my throat now. Let's sort out the flight plan. So first waypoint is going to be Voz. It's much better actually now I've had that water, much better. Voz is flight the Mike 725 to Lennox. Ah, I remember this boarding music. Cheetah Pal, your Simon City, very, very good. Not been to Prague yet. It's on the list. Sorry, more water. Don't know why, my throat's really stuffy today. I'm not feeling sick or anything, it's just... much better. Right, so Voz there, that's much better now. Voz, Tabem, Oscar, Kilo Foxtrot, Lennox. Right, perfect. So I'm expecting runway 12 on a Voz 3 hotel departure. I'll read passengers, go through the meter next. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Aboard this correction. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Aboard this Austrian flight 706 from Prague to Vienna. Flight time today only about 40 minutes, and that's in short one for you. Just in fast station for any aircraft, and we should be airborne hopefully in the next 25 minutes. We thank you for choosing us today. We know you have plenty of option to fly to Vienna. So thank you for using Austrian. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Any questions, feel free to use the cabin crew. Clear skies all about, clear weather, nothing on the way for us to worry about. Should be a nice and smooth flight. Thank you for flying with us. Right, so I'll go to the cabin. Let's now to the meter for flights.
Winds 170 at 7 knots Celsius. Temperature 6 degrees Celsius.
Let's drop the
altimeter
flight report on
1020.
chat.
Visibility 10 kilometers. Winds 170 at 7 knots Celsius. Temperature 6 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 1020. Visibility 10 kilometers.
Cool, so let's say pretty much clear skies throughout the flight. Arrival as well. Clouds visibility okay, clouds visibility okay. 5 centigrade, 6 centigrade. 1021, 1022, 1021. Now, I'll stick to the voice meter for the sake of keeping it local. So yeah, 1021, 1025 for arrival. All pretty much good to go. So, there's no T online at the moment. It will be all done on Unicom. Therefore, we'll be using our far departure from runway 12 on the Voz 3 hotel departure. So 12, Voz 3 hotel. Insert that, and we are good to go. We'll clear discontinuity. Just how short this flight is, a detail point straight after the climb out. Right, performance. We'll calculate stats using the A320 tool. X to win. Airport code is Lima Kilo Papa Romeo. Okay, that's runway 12. Get the meter. Yeah, QNH 1020. So stick with 1020 as opposed to the printed 12021. Get out two sources. Point it to 20. Temperature 6 centigrade. Winds 170 at 7 knots. Dry conditions. Anti-ice will be off. Takeoff weight is going to be 67 tons. Center of gravity is reporting at 31.2, so quite far behind center of gravity today. Takeoff flex is going to be, yes, takeoff is set to flex, not toga. Configure 1 flaps, PACX will be on, and calculates the takeoff. So it'll be 148, 148, rotate, and then 149 V2, so flex temp 69. So that's performance, 148, 148, and 149. Transition altitude, we'll go back from the charts in 2 seconds. Flex temp 69, flaps 1 for takeoff. Grab the charts of departure. Right, so grab the airport charts, those are important. Not our stand charts, important. And our SID, the Vozis 3 Hotel. The transition altitude 5000, and that's our departure plan there. 5,000 feet set, we are good to go. So set our altitudes to 17,000, which will be our cruising altitude today. Turn on the fuel pumps. Seatbelt sign comes on, and APU will start. I'll just grab a screenshot for the Volanta as well, the aircraft underneath the nose. There we go. Right, so our IP starting up. The aircraft to our left there, the travel service, the I don't actually remember the airline's name. The Smart Wings flying to Malaga, so they've got quite a bit of a flight ahead of us, or ahead of themselves actually, down to Spain. Speaking of Spain, I'm off to Tenerife on Tuesday. I've decided, I've done all the UK now, I'm going to go on my first international trip in about 2 years. So on Tuesday, I fly to Tenerife, and I fly outbound of Ryanair on the 737 MAX, and an inbound I'm on a Jet 2 aircraft, so it'll be a new aircraft the way out, the 73 MAX, and then the return will be my very first flight of Jet 2, so fingers crossed, should be quite an exciting trip. Got myself a whale spotting tour, sorry, dolphin spotting tour out in Tenerife as well, so that'll be pretty good. I'm excited, I am excited. Runway 12 isn't used, used 24. Let me have a look at what other aircraft have on there and flight plans. So this aircraft landed on... Okay, if you say 24 is better runway, we'll use the runway 24. Let's quickly reconfigure that. So, back, departure, 24 on the VOS 3 Alpha or 3 Mike. Let me just quickly compare the two. 3 Alpha or 3 Mike. So one's the Alpha, one's the Mike. Which one's which? Okay, 3 Alpha. So I'll go for the 3 Alpha departure then. So VOS 3 Alpha, insert that, insert that. Okay, just continuity. Good performance. 148, 148, 149. So that won't change for us at all, that's fine. Flex temp stays 69, flaps 1 will be in use, perfect. Right, at this point we are now ready for our push and start. AP is running. So I'll turn on the beacon lights, let rapid if the engine starts. We'll set up our Unicorn quickly as well, so we set up our taxi intention for runway 24. Here it stands to 0. Okay, the aircraft, so the aircraft landing on 2 at the moment. Aircraft to our left is now pushing and starting, so we may have to wait for them to pass first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Parking type stand to 0. Taxiing to runway, I'll be using the routes. So Juliet on to Delta. No. Yeah, 24. Okay, so Juliet onto Delta Alpha. Juliet Delta Alpha. Alpha holding Alpha. Well, it's holding Alpha at this point, this is Alpha or Zulu. So runway 24. Going to depart on the VOS 3 Alpha. And that is as good to go. Cool, so Unicom sets. So just watch the position of the travel service. Tell you what, let's also try and see if we can sneak in behind them. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
Yes, they're pushing back. Should hopefully give us. Hang on. Yes. Let's see.
Must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by.
Ground from flight deck.
Good afternoon, Captain. All departure check are completed, every doors and all hatches are closed, the ground equipment is removed and the bypass pin is inserted. Please release brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins.
Yeah, so they've pushed back. All these you leave enough space between us and them. Then do our own checks as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an
Turn facing north.
Start turning so you will be facing a northern course. You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Engine 2 start. Go, didn't think I'd go pull this trick out of the bag, didn't you? Let's have to move us out of position.
Moreover, devices such as television receivers or walkie-talkies may not be used during the entire flight. Please make sure that your mobile telephone is switched off while you're on board.
Prague Tower. So Prague Tower just come online, so we have got contacts.
The bell can be opened easily whenever necessary. For safety reasons, we advise you to keep your seatbelt fastened while seated.
Good afternoon, Prague Tower. This is Austrian 7 Tango. Has just pushed out of stand 20. We can either do clearance or taxi.
After 7 Tango, good morning. Routine Tower, taxi to holding point rapidly 24 via Hotel Alpha and report when ready for clearance.
Austrian 7 Tango, taxi to holding points runway 24 via Hotel Alpha, and we shall report when ready for clearance. Why use default Microsoft Flight Simulator to see flights and pilot because it's rubbish.
Confirm you are ready for clearance.
AFM, Austrian 7 Tango, ready for clearance.
Okay, so Austrian 7 Tango, clear to leave via position 3, Alpha departure, climb 5000 feet, spoke 1401, information Alpha, gauge 1020.
Austrian 7 Tango is cleared to destination Vienna on the Volanta for departure, initial climb 5000 feet. Squawk 1401, information Alpha is active, altimeter 1020.
Correct.
1401. Right, so both engines available, flaps down to 1, APU off, ignition off, do a quick platform check, so make sure that the elevators are active, ailerons are active, rudder is active, spoilers up, spoilers down, Right, let's get going. Parking brake released, increase the throttle. You're the Smart Wings 1-4 Tango, are you, Nick? Very good. To see you. I mean, I use IVAO, like some pilots. Yeah, just realised that. Just realised that. Continue down Delta Alpha, Austrian 7 Tango, apologies. Just realised we missed the hotel turn off, which is that one just there. Whoops. It's down to in personal preference. I prefer IVAO, but it's down to personal preference. Reason was at 12 Airways. We don't have to give you a reason to ban you. That was the reason they gave me. To this day, they never told me why, which is very annoying. Greetings from by Warren. Welcome to Untitled Chapter. How are you today, dude? How are you doing? Well, I guess it was alright, Charlie. What wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's just an average day. Friday was an interesting one, but Saturday's usually quite quiet. Sunday, I'll be there today. We called the call sign there, I didn't quite get the full message. What's expecting max signs on cabins checked. Spoilers, arms, takeoff, collapse takeoff position, takeoff config test, takeoff config normal. Austrian 7 Tango is ready to depart.
Austrian 7 Tango confirm squawk 1401 and runway 24 clear for takeoff, wind 170 degrees 7.
14. Whoops, did it wrong around, didn't I? 1401. Squawk 1401 and clear for takeoff runway 24 Austrian 7 Tango. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please. Seats for takeoff. So I'm not safety briefing this. Hopefully it ends before we get going. Right, takeoff. Manflex 69. SRS. Runway today. Auto thrust blue. Thrust sets. Throttle sets. 80 knots. 100 knots. 120. V1 rotates. Right, gear up. There we have it. That's up. Turn on autopilot, let the aircraft take control. Which comes to 5,000, so I'll set the altitude to 5,000 feet. Throttle reduced to climb position. Reset the sliders. Flight attendants just went flying down the aisles. Yeah, it was a bit of a late ending safety briefing there. So on the takeoff run, we can sit down. Force P3D versus FS20. I mean, I've retired P3D, so that's what I've got to say about it, Ryan. I mean, P3D is always I guess, a professional platform designed for proper force simulation. It was never designed to be a commercial flight sim that everyone can use, and that's kind of where it went. Morning, Ryan, how are you doing? It's from India.
Squawk 1402 and QNH 1020.
So now at 5,000 feet. And very shortly shifting over to Unicom.
Schedule for Tango information of QNH 1021 park clearance. Krásné poledne, Skydrow 14 Tango, rozumět Tower QNH 1020, clear to Moscow, Sheridan Arctic 4 Alpha departure, climb 5,000 feet, smoke 1403.
So initial climb 5,000 feet, we level here for a couple of minutes until Tower gives the permission to climb further, but at low altitude because it's an opportunity to kind of look down and enjoy the scenery a bit more.
14 Tango negative, clear to Sheremetyevo Arctic 4 Alpha departure, climb 5,000 feet and smoke 1403.
I'd rather not, now Probot, I'd rather not. What I can do on the first basis, the first name basis, Mike, shout out to now Probot's friend Mike. Also, if that's the case for you there, now get that checked out, or wash yourself.
I think that this was for them, okay? Control 14 Tango and QNH 1020, time 00 started.
And that one aircraft keeps messing up its clearance, as a result, we're enjoying a bit more of this low altitudes. Low altitude tour of Vienna, of Prague. Give it a few more moments and then we'll probably switch over to Unicom ourselves. Very pretty down below though, very pretty indeed. Right, Tara forgot about us. We'll go to Unicom and continue our climb. Set that into sets. Get something a little more appropriate for altitude. Oh hey, nice little tour of Prague. Who doesn't like that? So again, 17,000 feet cruise today. We're not going to be cruising for too long till we start our descents. In terms of ATC on arrival, the answer is yes. I've got Vienna, both tower and ground online. The runway in use, then runway 11 and 16 in progress. We've got on paper runway 16, therefore we'll probably stick with that today. Very pretty indeed. Right, so very soon passing through 10,000 feet. We'll turn off the landing lights, probably turn off the seatbelt signs pretty much straight away as well. I'll plug in our expected arrival, given that our flight is so short. That'll be the Vienna runway 16 on Lanux 660 approach. 6 whiskey, insert that. Have a look at how Flight Sim Actually, hasn't mangled it today. It's pretty straight in. Okay, thank you, Flight Sim. Didn't mangle it. I was fly about 140 miles. Can't imagine. Well, I can't think of too many A320 flights kind of this duration. It's a very short one today. Two screenshots coming onto Volanta now. They'll be on very shortly. I'm using a slightly older version of FlyByWire, Lewis. The most recent experimental dev versions have actually had issues where their screens just go black for me. So as a result, I've decided to go back a version. This is about a month old when they first introduced TCAS, because the newer versions don't work, so I thought you'd have to step back a little bit. Nicholas, you slowly me start flying sim now. Yeah, passion flying and multi pilots. No worries, Nicholas. Do keep at that, dude. Again, the more you practice, the more you get better. Yeah, keep at it, dudes. And well, if you do make it in the cockpit, remember to invite me to your bad seats. Flight control is using a Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog, Origin UHD. The Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. It's all worth to buy the game just for 787. If you're buying the entire game just for 787, Joker, then I'd look at your priorities a bit differently. There's more to Flight Sim than just one aeroplane. Right, seatbelt signs off. Let's let passengers roam around the cabin. While we're here, so through the passenger list, let's see who's on board. Let's see our itinerary today. Any names we recognise, this is the bit we get to look at. I don't think we'll get too many people on board today. No, pretty much standard cabin. Nobody really to shout about today. If anyone sees anyone chat, give us a shout. Look at their stats. But for me, nobody on this cabin today I personally recognise. Just about to reach the cruising altitude now, 20,000 feet, so I'd say it's a very low cruise today. A nice scenic tour of the world below. And hopefully, as we enter Austria, get some of the views of the mountains on the way as well. I don't think we can fly over anything necessarily, but scenery-wise, you can see some snow-capped peaks on the right hand side there. Hopefully, something starts to get a bit closer to us. Yeah, this is cruising altitude. This is flight level 190. Yeah, it's only a short flight today, Charlie. The only flight I really had time for today. Looks like I've got to go to work at 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's only a short little flight today, but it's actually a nice fun one. You think 747 is better than A320 when you 747 flights? Because 747-8 you need to fly like 7-8 hours for it to be even viable to fly. I'm not going to fly 747 on this route, Jesus. I've got more than life outside of the sim. Joy, can recommend look ahead talks, include a cabin, pipe PO, different languages, announcements. I've seen it, Flight Sim Pilot. I much prefer PACX, personally. Much prefer PACX. The ability to speak to passengers. We flight reports from all times saved on the system, which can share online. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with PACX for a little bit longer. But thanks for the suggestion. Thanks for the suggestion. What flight was this? UA5560, 56% due to an engine failure. I don't remember this flight. I don't remember flying an engine failure. That must have been a heck of a stream. That was into Palm Springs, Denver to Palm Springs. I'll have to rewatch that stream later. Don't remember an engine failure. So, how many flights have we got on here? 275 flights, 548 hours in total. We've carried 43,000 passengers, of which our satisfaction is 90%, always good. We've got an 87% air-to-block ratio, average landing rate 17 feet per minute, on-time rating of 63%. So for every 10 flights we do, 6 are on time, 4 are out. To be fair, that has improved. I remember there was a time where our what was it? There was a time when our long time record was like 46% or something like that, where it was really bad. We were late like every single flight, so I'm glad we've slowly improved that. Not great, 60%, but it's certainly getting better. Things turn off landing lights, take flights below 10,000 feet because they're mounted on landing gear, which is stored after takeoff. We'll turn them all on again. So lights how we can visibly see at this point. Yeah, you are right. Oh, there you go. So landing lights are visible. They are mounted. There you go. So there's your landing lights. Not mounted to the gear on the A320, rather they retract and extend out of the gear bay door. The taxi lights, they're mounted to nose gear. But landing lights, so if I go to landing gear bay, the landing lights, so taxi lights are mounted to... Right, there you go. There you go, so these are your taxi lights. There's more lights on the lower bit of gear there. Your landing lights are the big ones on the top of the gear. And your actual rear landing lights mounted to the belly of the aeroplane. Is 63% normal flight companies? Rail companies would have their contracts ripped to shreds if that was theirs. I mean, look at them like Ryanair. They claim to have an on-time record of over 90. Was it last year? Over 90. Yeah, over 90% of Ryanair flights are on time, beating every other European airline. Let me try and find the Ryanair landing. Whoops, but landing song. Try and find the old one, not the new one. The old one, the classic one. I don't think it's off YouTube. That's the new one, not the old one. Nope. Tickets are gone forever. That's a shame. Yeah, so the original Ryanair landing... Hang on. Let's fly Ryanair on that one. Here we go. Not that one, gosh. I've not heard that one ever. It's before my time at Ryanair. It's the first cool one they had. I can't find it, but yes, last year over 90% of Ryanair's flights landed on time, beating every other European airliner. Ryanair for the lowest fares, best on-time record, because that's the one I always remember flying Ryanair in the years gone by. Right, so current altitude will sink. Intercept to glide slope runway 2. Sorry, runway what? 16 is it? 16, yes. Unpin that, and unpin that. Close that, end the route, Vienna, show. Approach charts from runway 16. Intercept glide slope at 5,000, gosh, I haven't seen it at all today. 38 miles, top percent, 38 miles. I need to try and find the original Ryanair one that's first call. Ryanair. Here we go, this one.
Welcome. You've arrived in yet another on-time flight.
So that was the old one, and then there's one more which they changed it slightly. Not that one, that's the new one. 2014 they got rid of it, gosh, that long ago. The old trumpet. If I ever find it, I'll share it on my Discord. But the old trumpet was the best of the Ryanair jingles. Just hang on, where is it? Flight attendant request. for a meal.
Okay.
Gosh, 82 miles to go. It's quite shorter than I thought. Right, destination data. So I presume it's pretty much the same NETAR from departure since I thought it was so short. So QNH 1025. Temperature is 6 degrees centigrades. Winds reporting 140 knots. Transition altitude is going to be 10,000. And our barometer, our minimums. $797. Cool. That's our landing configuration sorted. I fly Ryanair all the time. Well, before COVID I flew Ryanair all the time, and on Tuesday flying Ryanair to Tenerife. So from Tuesday I'm back to my good old Ryanair flying. Not my cheapest Ryanair ticket in the world, given that it's half term, but I'm not complaining. I need an international holiday. It's been a long time since the last went away, so I'm excited for it. I am very excited. First proper holiday now in X amount of time. 71 miles, we need to, well, so 38 miles to top percent, so keep at it a little bit longer. Set up our Unicorn for approach. It's from runway 16 on the Lannex 6, which is the approach. Inbound from the north. Transition level 10,000 feet. I'll be using the ILS for approach. Cool. Do I notice a significant frame rate drop when opening packs? Not at all, Robbie. Not at all. But potentially, that's down to your NVIDIA settings. So if you go to your NVIDIA control panel, this one, my guess, if you're seeing frame rate drop in the background of programs, it's because you've got this setting turned on here, which is the background application max frame rate. Check if that one's turned on or off. Because if, for example, I set this to on and like 20 FPS as the minimum, then all of a sudden, the moment I click away from Flight Sim, it will drop to 20 FPS. So just double check you've got none of those background add-on limiter things turned on, because that will cause your frame rate drops. Is 32 gigs of RAM sufficient? More than sufficient. RFS 16 gigs is sufficient for Flight Sim. What do I do for a living, Butte? I work on the railways, customer service, dispatch and gate line. Do you think all the add-ons house you? I'm not quite sure about that, Dan. Do you think they all come to Xbox? Probably not all of them, Dan, so IVAO certainly won't come to Xbox, nor will VATSIM or the other one, Postcon. PACX, this will never come to Xbox, because again it's a third-party tool that requires you to need a launcher, which you can't get on Xbox, so certainly the multiplayer and passenger you won't get. FlyByWire is not coming, because it's too complicated. Would say VATSIM worth for a novice? I mean, yeah, if you want to use VATSIM British Chase, then go for it. Just a case of learning the lingo. 58 miles to go. So I didn't check one more thing actually as well. As the what do you call it? It's the ILS frequency properly configured. The answer is yes, 10.5. Of course, yeah, that's fine. Cool. 53. Was it 38? If I mean, I could just do this if I really wanted to. Linux fix info. Reference for the fix is going to be the intercepts. It's going to be the Foxtrot India 16 waypoint. That one. And the radial is going to be 38 nautical miles, so radius 38. Insert that and back. So now I've got it. Okay, descent it is. It's supposed to be a bit later than that, obviously not. Hopefully not a little bit too late for descent. See how it goes on the landing systems for the sake of keeping these active. Seatbelt sign can just come on.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fastest default time.
Not sure, Mark. Don't use Alpha India. You have to ask someone else, I'm afraid, like Alpha India support. Yes, good t-shirt choice there, you boys ain't. Listen, very happy. Well, the game, we could have played better, I'm not going to deny that, but I can't complain. I cannot complain. Best club in the world, eh? Now it's official. Right, so starts on descent. Ah, yeah, that is true. It is designed on a straight line, and not, in our case, we're making left-hand turn out of Nerdu. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm only really waiting for the experimental version to be fixed of its black screen issue. I'm not the only one to report it. A few people have reported the issue with electrical systems down to your UTF-8 language encoding. I've done the hotfix, doesn't work. Potentially there's a mod conflict in there, which I'm going to look into. But I know for a fact I'm not the only one reporting it, and hopefully it's an issue that will be fixed soon. Do I prefer X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim? Probably X-Plane just for the way it feels and... Okay, not necessarily looks. Microsoft Flight Sim looks so much better. That's inside point of view. Microsoft Flight Sim certainly looks better, but X-Plane just feels like you're flying. And don't get me wrong, I adore both platforms. Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane, fantastic simulators, but for me, there's just a few small things that X-Plane takes an edge on, which I'm very excited for X-Plane 12, as that will be a very interesting kind of comparison to the old Sims, or Sims old and new. I'm going to reduce this speed now, I'm going to let spoilers out. About 230 knots. When you pass through 10,000, landing lights will come on. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing, 10 minutes.
Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing, 10 minutes.
Welcome, Martin. How you doing? Welcome to channel Jack Tide today. Any plans to share cockpit? Do you have no friends or stuff? I've got friends into Flight Sim. I just haven't got the time. Well, it's something pending. Something pending. That's what I'm going to say for now. I've not looked at it. It's just a process waiting to happen. So we need to be at 5,000 feet in approximately 12 miles. That's not going to happen.
We have begun our final descent into Vienna. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any craft one final time. Please ensure trays tables are stowed and ensure the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat button. Please complete all
I'll
Wi-Fi
try
related
steady
tasks
airplane down a bit
and
more,
no
but
electronics.
what I'm going to need to do is do it like this. So make a right hand turn heading 175, and we'll just kind of go back on ourselves. altimeter set 1025. I'll come back to unset the glide slope in a couple of moments. Just on the high side there. I'm just going to fly over the city itself at Vienna. Have been to Vienna, lovely city. I'd definitely go back. Right there, that's the city itself. The airport, further to that direction. Lovely city, highly recommended. Passing through 8,000, continuing on descent. On the right hand side, we're going to go back on ourselves. So our altitude's caught up now, that's the bit I'm looking for. Zero 90, that should be as corrected. Perfect. Right, 090, go 100, insert the glide slope, and bring the aircraft into land. Starts flight control replay at this point. Reduce our... Do we reduce speed or do we just keep at it? I think we'll... Once we get to 5,000, I'll give the speed control back to the aeroplane. Morning Chris, how you doing? Welcome channel chat, how are you today? As soon as we establish, we'll then contact the Vienna Tower, announce that we're established runway 16, and before it goes to plan, we'll then get ourselves a landing clearance. Yes, I know that my flight sim has got a replay feature. Too complicated for me. I'll never be able to figure it out. I can record with it and play with it, but the views just stuck to the cockpit or wherever I'm facing at. That I need to learn how it works. Do you like Chelsea? I'll let my shirt answer that question, Martin. Speed control, altitude control, that's the aeroplane. Whoops, never activate the diesel, didn't I? There we go. Right, localize and approach mode active. Landing very shortly now. Runway is in sight. Good afternoon, Vienna Tower, Austrian 7 Tango, established runway 16. No response from Tower there. Let's give him a few more minutes. Presumably they've gone AFK, which you're allowed to do for 5-minute gaps. Landing gear down. Spoilers armed. Brake sets to medium. Flaps down for landing. Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing. Hello there, Vienna Tower, Austrian 7 Tango, established runway 16.
Austrian 7 Tango, wind tower, good afternoon. Wind 140 degrees, 1 knots, runway 16, clear to land.
2,500.
Clear to land runway 16, Austrian 7 Tango. The ATN had to go FK for a short period, Jonas. As long as they announce it on the report, the remark, then yeah, that's alright. It's only an online network, volunteer, fun. It's not like real ATC, you have to be there 24/7, gosh. It's not that bad, it's not that strict. Now, for some reason, Gaya's Vienna always lags for me. It's the only airport that lags. Every airport's fine, but this one, I've always had a frame rate issue with. I don't know if it's linked to the photogrammetry down below as well, also being really high resolution, but this airport has always been a bit of a funny one for my frame rates. Check the cabin yet.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Yeah, Vienna's always been a really fun one for my frame rates. I never understand why, but it's always just been super duper slow. Shame, because it's a very beautiful scenery, guys, in one. It's just very slow. See how to mark up.
Thousand.
1,000.
1,000.
stable approach. Autopilot's off, climate control. So let's put up the hand cam as well, since I'm sure you guys are interested. Yeah, the green screen I need to redo at some point. Well, green screen is just two bits of green piece of paper printed out. This is me, it's the simulator, MT. It's just this scenery that's really
500.
pushing it on the V ramp.
500.
And the photogrammetry goes right to the airport's outer perimeter. So a slight turbulence there, I'm definitely fighting at the moment.
400. 300. 100 above. 300.
Whew. The winds are all over the place.
200. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Up
5.
throttle and touchdown. Reverse is set. $100 knots, 80 knots, 6 knots versus cuts. Nice, is that? Yeah, so Nice is another Gaia Simulations scenery just. It's something to do with Gaia Sim and their sceneries. Like I said, they're fantastic what they do, but the frame rate every so often just
The local time is
tanks.
1:34 p.m. and it's currently about 7
Spoilers
degrees
down,
Celsius.
that's up.
You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft
Some through the
is
sceneries from Gaya Sim might
stopped.
drop a support ticket later saying that their frame rate is just really a killer. I'm glad I'm not the only one that has it actually, just I'm not the only one that has it.
Thank you for flying with us.
If you're reporting it, then it's the same thing.
Check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
Butters like Havertz penalty. Oh yes. Austrian 7 Tango, clear of runway.
Austrian 7 Tango, welcome to Vienna, contact ground on 121.6. Have a nice day, bye-bye.
Frame rate. Contact ground on 121.6 for Austrian 7 Tango, thank you very much, take care, goodbye. Frame rate, it does that at Vienna sometimes. I might have to stop flying to Vienna until they sort out the frame rate issue. But Gaia Sim, as good as their sceneries are, their frame rates do tank a little.
Yeah, guys, very good morning. 699900 with you requesting IVAO clearance to Berlin.
Oh god, they're requesting IFR clearance, it's going to take forever.
No, sure. In contact afternoon, standby. Feel free, 242, your flight plan is to destination Manchester.
This is bad, really bad. I'm in a whole position here, I think, because I can see traffic moving.
Ready for to copy.
Yeah, traffic moving, whole position, stop any conflicts.
242, clear to destination Manchester. May be put one power departure route out of runway 16, climb 5,000 feet, and this focus 3420.
Bookwood, 1 Bravo departure out of 16, 5,000 initial and 3420 in the box. Feel free, 242.
Feel free, 242, feedback correct.
Good afternoon, Vienna ground, Austrian 7 Tango, requesting taxi to stand.
Austrian 7 Tango, South, taxi book gate, first slot 26, via Delta and Dutchland 40.
Taxi to Fox Retriever Delta and Dutchman 40 for Austrian 7 Tango. Right, so Foxtrot 2, that'll be the air north over here, Foxtrot 1.
All stations, lean concentration to the tower position.
Let's taxi to the stand. Considering FPS, very good landing. Go make some spag bolognese meal prep. No worries, just you take care, dude. Have a good one. So continue on Delta. The traffic has passed now, so they're not a problem for us anymore. And Foxtrot 2 is just over there. So as you can see, as I look away from the terminal now, as it's all to my left hand side, the frame rate massively increases. It's just when I'm looking at the terminal do things really start to drop. It's definitely a scenery issue. Just trying to say, guys here very skilled at sceneries, but they're going to need to work on their optimization at some point soon. We'll have to go at the replays. If it's too laggy, then we'll give up on that. Going to turn left, face the terminal, the frame rate's going to drop. Whew. I don't see the aircraft now because I'm too busy overcompensating with the frame rate. We're now about 10 minutes early as well, so not doing too bad for time today. Passenger satisfaction 97%, so that'll probably increase as we get to the stand. Right, continue straight now up to Foxtrot 2. So this is the north bit here. This is kind of the Austrian. It's the Austrian terminal. It's their own personal use. PowerPoint presentation at Vienna. It's Sunday lunch, very nice, your boy Zane. Do enjoy it. Do enjoy it. So, no, I've got Sunday dinner today. Probably just a meal deal from Tesco. Where's my performance? Yeah, it's definitely my. Yeah, CPU's getting about 70% usage. GPU. Oh, right. So, yeah, GPU memory, it's the VRAM. That's killing me here. It's the VRAM. Yeah, still oversteering the old aircraft there. Al Capone, greetings in Bosnia. Welcome to the channel with chats, dude. How are you doing today? How are you doing? You see, in the even the window textures is not struggling to exist just because of how memory hungry they are. Yeah, it's definitely a VRAM thing. This 10 gig, not enough for Vienna. Right, AP's active, so we'll turn off the engines. It's off the landing lights, whoops. Taxi lights all off, all off, all off. Seatbelts off. Beacons off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vienna. The local time right now is approximately 20 to 2. Temperature outside right now at 6 degrees centigrade. We thank you for flying Austrian. We hope you enjoyed the flight with us on board, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check, please. Right, so the jet bridge will connect. one last screenshot for the old Volanta. We'll allow passengers to disembark the aeroplane, and then we'll go for the end of flight closing. I said, do I do a replay today? If the frame rate is this bad, the replay is going to be a lot worse. I hate to say it, but I think today we're going to give the replay. Well, okay, no, tell you what, we'll give it a go, the passenger views, and if they're dire, then we'll call it quits. So I'll the last screenshot onto Volanta. As that happens, we'll go through the end flight reports. So, 0706, A320neo from Prague to Vienna, 37-minute flight time, planned departure 12:05, departed 57, planned arrival 45, we arrived at 34, 179 passengers, 97% satisfaction, landing rate at 170 and the block time of 52 minutes. So, the flight itself was fine, it's just the last bit that was really slow. Yeah, so didn't get any water. There was definitely no snack service that went through the aeroplane because of the fact that the flight was so short. And apart from that, it wasn't a terrible flight by any means. I'll drop the flight reports in chat, so those who wish to look at it in detail can do so via the link going in now. Just from IVAO, Volanta, we can finish the flights. Give the last image a quick second to upload. There we go. Finish on the replay. Going to move the door so that the Takeoff can close. See, actually, look at that frame rate, it's so bad. Right, let's give the replay a go, shall we? To A320 to Vienna. Start with the right-hand passenger view. So that's all the alarms. Right, give it a go. So, landing from the right hand side first. You know, scenic, it's just really slow. Yeah, so others have reported the same issue with scenery. Really, in this case of optimization needed. So I'll report it into Gaya and ORBX later. Kind of see if they got any insights, if any updates on the way for it. Because even the frame rate, sorry, the speed of the replay, see, it's not quite smooth. It's slow and it speeds up and it slows down again. Because that's the issue when you're recording a replay with low frame rate, is that it tries to compensate, and as a result, it changes the speed of things to where it shouldn't quite actually be. Landing itself was fine, don't get me wrong, landing itself was superb. It's just slow, very slow. And from the left hand side. The flaps animation's a bit bust as well. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it at window view today. None of the exterior stuff. Other than that, it was a decent landing. Just slow. Yep, so if the frame rate's going to be that bad for replays, I think we'll give it a call at that. So, gosh, you've seen the aircraft there sliding on the ground. Yeah, so, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, do leave a like, do subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. No stream on Wednesday, because I'll be... See, look at this replay, the speed is crazy. Yeah, that's frame rate. Yeah, no stream this Wednesday, because I'll be out in Lanzarote, so unfortunately... Not Lanzarote, I'll be in Tenerife, so there'll be no chance of me streaming out there. I don't know if I've got time to do any real-world flight videos as well, because it's a 4-hour flight, and it's on Tuesday. I'm busy tomorrow and tonight, so see what I can do, but unlikely I'll be able to do anything. Otherwise, next will be on Thursday for Go to Plan. thank you for watching, you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon for some more flights in action. Yeah, I mean, this is live speed replay, because I down by like 4 times, see that increase, yeah, that point's not even worth doing, is it? Yeah, okay, call it quits. So, thank you for watching, guys, you take care, hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you soon for more flights in action. Have a good one, bye bye.